The Trump administration issued a series of executive orders that are brazenly illegal and unconstitutional, and that's why federal judges appointed by Ronald Reagan, George Bush, and Donald Trump himself have halted a number of these orders. And none of these orders are designed to lower inflation or lower your costs. Donald Trump campaigned on lowering prices. He lied to you. Congressional Republicans have also done nothing to lower prices. And this hearing is a prime example. This Republican-controlled Judiciary Committee could hold a hearing on price gouging. The Republicans could hold a hearing on antitrust and how monopolies are using their monopolistic power to raise your prices. But no, we're holding a hearing on Twitter and Facebook, about Twitter and Facebook. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna show you a video now of what is at the top of Americans' minds, which is inflation and grocery prices, and specifically the high cost of eggs.
Tonight, shell shock with the price of eggs continuing to soar. The average price for a dozen now more than $5. Eateries coast to coast also feeling the pinch and passing their cost increase to customers. Waffle House diners now paying 50 cents more per egg, a surcharge the company says will be short-lived. We cannot predict how long this shortage will last. What about you personally?
Me personally, I'll just stop eating eggs here.
And since that NBC News report came out, egg prices have increased again. Fox News just recently reported the wholesale price of eggs is now an average of $8. And Donald Trump's indiscriminate tariffs that he's already leveled and threatened to level are making things worse. I'm gonna show you a video now of what Donald Trump's tariffs are doing to shoppers at Costco. Trump's tariff war has turned into an egg war at Costco, everyone fighting for eggs at Costco. I recently went grocery shopping, and the price of eggs were between $7.99 and over $12. And not only were the prices that high, but there were no eggs. There are no eggs on their shelves. And that is leading the American people to realize that Donald Trump lied to them, and congressional Republicans are not focused on the issue that the American people care about. And that's why consumer sentiment has now dropped. And that is a very important factor for the economy. I'm gonna show you a video about a recent consumer sentiment report.
This Michigan number, all of them are pretty terrible. The University of Michigan sentiment falls to 67.8 from 71.1. The current conditions index 68.7 from 74, and expectations 67.3 from 69.3. So people are not at this point seeing a lot of strength in the economy, but they are seeing inflation. This is really, really interesting. The Michigan one-year inflation number jumps to 4.3%. That is a 1 percentage point gain in one-year inflation expectations over the January number. 5 to 10-year inflation goes up just a tick to 3.3 from 3.2. But these numbers, we'll have to go under the hood and see exactly where people were upset. But these numbers are not particularly good news for the Fed or for the administration.
And just today, it was announced that inflation increased again. And it's not just on eggs, it's also on meats and poultry and fish, on gasoline, fuel oil, used cars and trucks, prescription drugs, car insurance, and rent. And congressional Republicans are doing nothing to address this issue. So look, do I think it's obnoxious that Twitter bans the term cisgender? You can be punished and suspended for using that term. Sure, it's obnoxious. But that's not what the American people care about. They care about the number one issue, which is inflation. Same thing last year, same thing this year. And Donald Trump and congressional Republicans are doing nothing to address that issue. In fact, Trump's tariffs are making things worse. So I urge our congressional Republicans to get serious and stop doing dumb hearings